Hey guys, today we have this tiny patient. So this one is iPod Nano 7 Gen, the last variant of iPod Nano. So this one is a little sick. So if I connect the device right now, it will turn on and it will work perfectly fine. So this is a common issue with these devices. And if I unplug, it is dead. So the battery is already done. That means I had to change the battery here. So I have already bought the battery. So this is the battery, pretty tiny as you can see here. So I bought this iPod for $30. This is a 16 gig variant and the battery is around $7. Now replacing battery on this actually is much more easier than iPod Nano 4 Gen or 5th Gen or 2nd Gen. But still you have to actually be careful while you replacing the battery because the display and the touch is quite fragile. So to change the battery you need soldering station, screwdriver set, tweezer, actually no need but it's okay, and this metal tool. Also I have this one. So this one is a broken blade which I will use to open the antenna part from the iPod. And also you do need few other things like your soldering paste and soldering wires. So these are the things you need to solder down the battery. Let me keep this aside. So let's take this screwdriver out first. So this one will probably work perfectly fine. So let's start the disassembly process. We can press here. Remove this. So as you can see here, it is coming out. Be careful while taking out the plastic piece from here because there is a antenna for your Bluetooth and the plastic is out. So here is the antenna as you can see here. Now we have to take out this screw. So the screw is out. Now we can gently move this one because we have two more screws down here which we have to remove. Maybe you can see two of them. Let's take out these two. So these two screws are a little longer than the first one, so don't mix up. Now we have to take out the display. I will use the same tool, this one, to pry up the display. Let's see. I never repaired one of these actually. So the display is coming out and it is actually connected here. Hopefully you can see. So the display and the digitizer is connected. Let me unplug them. So both of them is done and now we can wiggle a little bit. So the display is coming out. So it is out now. And the battery is actually still connected. So as you can see here, the battery is connected and the battery looks good, but it is a little bloated. This is actually a pretty bad design, I would say, because the way everything is like there. So now we have to desolder the battery first, then we can move to the battery installation, solder station, and we'll put a little bit of soldering paste here. That's enough. Let's take a little bit solder. By the way, this battery is dead. If your battery can hold powers, in that case you have to be careful, like not shorting out the positive and negative, and also do not force it, you might damage the connection there. So the battery is out. Now we have to take out the battery from the display. There is a pull tab, as you can see here. So the battery is out. This is the battery. It looks good actually. I don't know what happened to this battery. Now we have to put the new battery. So this is the new battery. There is no adhesive, so I'm going to stick the battery on the display because the adhesive is still kind of strong. Wait, this will be fine. I have to clean the point a little bit, and I will put a little bit of solder paste there. Now let's try to connect the battery. Okay, one of them is done. Another one is done. So this is the last point. So the points are soldered. Now let's give it a quick try. So what I will do, I will connect the display and the touch connection. So the cables are plugged in. Let's try the charging cable. So the display is fine, as you can see here, and it is on. So the digitizer is still working, and moment of truth, let's unplug, and the device is on and everything seems to be working. The home button is working, but as you can see here, there is a little gap. Let me put a rubber band over there. So I did make a little scratch over here. Anyway, let's put the screws back. So these are the screws, and at first I have to put back the inside screws. There are two of them, a little bit longer too. So these two. Also these screws are going to hold the digitizer. Done. Now we have to put back this. So I will put a little bit of adhesive over there. So we are done with the battery replacement. Anyway, that's it about this tiny iPod. It's working. It's looking good actually. It's so tiny, but still it got a headphone jack. Done.